She do it all the time. They get too hyper, huh? I don't know. Yeah, I was. I think I don't leave them.
Yeah, trying to get it out for the release
You get that Lynn Foster. No, this shit, it's gonna start in a second. He's not. I mean, it's not game of the week. You know. Yeah, but well, you know, he's not gonna come in anyway too quickly. Yeah, he's sent it like I just clicked the wrong button. I'm always here. I mean, my opponents never show up.
Let's see something.
See if we can get him in here. If you can get him in here, we can wait.
No, you're good. I'm good. I'm just gonna get him in here anyway.
Stay on charge. Talk about something. Shit, get thought to be nice, but he ain't come here.
Who's streaming you, right?
Yeah, stream on me. He sent it. I'm like, I made a mistake. Oh, there you go. Hey, don't leave your session. I sent that by accident. Don't leave your session.
Alright. We got a new request. Who's this? This guy. Who is that? This is the whole time. Yeah, but we can't have nobody come quick. They're gonna quit this. Lions, you in the house? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, we're gonna talk some football, some real life football. Talk about this Johnny Bengals. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get the saucy, you know.
Hey, Marion. Yes, sir. Have a good discussion. Gamble High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. That needs to be a topic of discussion. Coach Rob gonna be Coach of the Year. Oh. All right, come on.
Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just rub the jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just underscoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell them my vision. You young, you should get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play, I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly, I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights, I'm shining so bright. This visor will cover my face. You see me working and working, I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking thanks, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touch down. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. No. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Turn down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Hey, I'm two turn down right now. Two dope make better get around right now.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, they sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, kept on my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put it.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a...
Give me a second, bro.
in.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The Lions sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down and 4. Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Goff. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
2nd down and goal. Goff. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Swift is in for a Lions touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that...
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And, Charles, that's now 4 receptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movement.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Back-to-back 9-sack seasons at Miami have firmly established Emmanuel Ogbah as the face of the Fins pass rush.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. And Shark hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Goff looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball, but understanding where the receiver is running his route, allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
On 1st down, gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flush to his right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Gone. This will be caught at about the 6. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Edmonds is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Mostert going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. 57 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined, no one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Goff now to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Goff's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, how about the strength there after the catch? I've got to get back in the gym myself now. I'm inspired. Boom, he shook off some tacklers. Bang, fighting to get to the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but he's got his guys set up 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Looking for Hutchinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down. Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground in.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. There's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And it's going to be another first down as he'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Dolphins 21.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start. 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Okay. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Ready? Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get into the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That one 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To try again after the sack. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Tua. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So 4 sacks in the game. Charles, I don't know, should we think about maybe bypassing Rookie of the Year and just jump straight to Defensive Player of the Year for him?
Oh, I like the whimsical tone in your voice on that one because what we're seeing right now, Rookie shouldn't be able to do what he's doing, but he's getting it done. A little precocious, this young man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're going to failure without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Swift, and he'll get nothing out of that one. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Edmonds has increased his yardage every season in the NFL, but injury sidetracked what was expected to be his breakout season. Now Miami, he has someone they signed expecting him to be the lead man in the backfield with several talented runners.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking crew, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Play action. Now it's Tua rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. A missed connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the... Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust them cause they not my cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe.